Good evening, brothers and sisters. On this opportunity, I'm going to explain the exercise number 7 from the homework of chapter 6, the part 2. The first exercise is asking about the weighted average unit cost from the Marek Inc. report about the inventory from the month of June. I copied the information from this table in this Excel tab so we can explain it and we can learn it better. In order to know the amount of the weighted average unit cost, we need to follow two steps. The first one is to find the summary of all the total cost. We have the total cost of these three explanations of inventory and purchases from the company. So we need to sum 560 plus 2,370 dollars plus $1,393. We have as a result $4,323 of the summary of the total cost. Then we need to sum all the units that the company had as available to sell. In this case, we have 112 plus 395 plus 199 combined from the ending balance of May and the purchases from June 12 and June 23. We have the amount of 706 units available for sale. The other step is the easiest. We just only need to divide this amount, 4,323 divided by 706 units, and we have the amount of $6.123. Until this point, we are finished in this exercise, so we need to check it if our answer is correctly. $6.123, and we have $6.123. So the answer is correct. Then for the second exercise, we need to find or compute the cost of the ending inventory and the cost of the goods sold under FIFO, LIFO, and the average cost. We will return to the Excel tab that we made before, and we're going to resolve this exercise. First, we need to find how many the company sold during the month. So we need to subtract from the total unit available to sell 706 minus the ending inventory days 214. So we have the amount of 492 goods sold. Let's find the average cost. For the average cost, we only need to calculate the cost of goods sold by multiplying the goods sold times the weighted average unit cost. In that case, we will have $313. Then, to find the cost of the ending inventory, the only thing that we need to do is to subtract from the sum of the total cost, that is 4,323 minus $3,013. The amount of 1,310 as the cost of the ending inventory. We will check with the while plus if it's correct. 1,310 and 3,013. 1,310 and 3,013. Let's continue with the LIFO. In order to find the cost of the goods sold, the LIFO rules teaches us that we need to take from the last ins of units purchases the first outs of goods sold. We know that the goods sold were 492 units. So we need to match that amount with enough units according to the purchases from the specific dates. We know that the last in were in June 23rd, and we know that that amount is 199. So we will start putting that amount in order to cover all the goods sold. We see that we will need 293 more units in order to cover all the goods sold. So the next last date of purchase was 12, June 12th. We know that in June 12th, the company purchased 395 units, but we only need 293 from this date. So that purchase was enough to cover the goods sold. So we put on here 293. So we see that we match it and we have a balance with the ending inventory. The next step is to find the cost of goods sold. So we need to multiply this amount of units with its corresponding unit cost. In this case, in June 12th, the purchase cost $6 per unit, and in June 23rd, the purchases cost $7 per unit. So we need to multiply it and then sum those results. Open breaks and then 293 times 6 plus 180 99 times 7. The amount will be $3,151. Then we need to summarize, we need to subtract the sum of the total cost, 4,323, minus the cost of the goods sold. And that will be the amount of $1,172. Let's check with the while plus if these amounts are correct. 1,172 and 3,151. 1,172 and 3,151. Let's finish with the FIFO. The FIFO rules teaches us that we need to find the goods sold according the first ins, that will be the first out or the first goods that are sold in the accounting period. So we need to pay attention to June first, how will be that will be the ending balance for the inventory, and that it show us that the company had 112 units. So we will start to make the balance. We subtract 492 minus 112, and that it shows us that we will need 308 more units in order to cover all the goods sold that the company made. We can see that on June 12th, the company purchased 395 units. That is enough to cover all of the goods sold that we are matching. So we'll put 308, and that helps us to make a balance and to match the ending inventory. The next is the same that we made with the LIFO. We need to multiply the according units with their according unit cost. In this case, we will start to multiply that unit from June 1st, 112 times 5, and then we will sum the units from June 12th, 380 times $6, and we will have the amount of $2,840 as the cost of goods sold. The next steps we know it, and we need only to subtract from the sum total cost, that is 4,323, minus the cost of goods sold, 2,840, and we will have as the cost of the ending inventory of FIFO $1,483. Now we're going to check with the while plus if these amounts are correct. $1,483 and $2,840. 140 $1,483 and $2,840. All the answers are correct and all the procedures are correct too. Okay, that will be my explanation for this exercise that are actually two exercises. Um, Thanks for paying attention, and my apologies for my pronunciation and my English, and I wish the best of the luck for the rest of this period and of this course.